All right, my dears, so happy Monday. This is going to be a 60-minute all levels class. Yeah, as always, recommend having blanket block, maybe a pillow, anything like that, just as extra padding to have underneath your seat. So yeah, we can just go ahead and get started. We're going to start in a seated position today. So if you want, you can grab that blanket, towel, anything like that, place it underneath the sits bones. Just very nice. Allows you to feel a little bit more grounded in your seat. All right, you can allow the hands to relax, palm down on the knees. You can either close the eyes or have a soft gaze, staring at a fixated point in front of you. And we begin simply by noticing the quality of the breath. Settle into your body. Notice the breath as it is right now, no need to change or fix. How does it feel? Does it feel long and fluid? Deep? Does it feel shallow? Maybe tight? Does it get stuck anywhere? You can gently begin to deepen the breath, inhaling to the count of 4 and exhaling to the count of 6. So we inhale and count 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And move right back into the inhale. Move at your own pace. Lengthening the exhalations, gently activating the parasympathetic nervous system as we do so. Allows us to relax and ground ourselves to this space. As you continue to deepen the breath, just notice the physical body. Notice the quality of the air, the sensation of the air on your skin. Any clothing you may feel. Feel your sits bones, your hips, your pelvis, your glutes connected and rooted into your seat. With each inhale, imagine the crown of the head reaching up toward the sky, growing taller, creating space. With each exhale, imagine yourself settling, rooted into your seat. Gently shift your attention to your heart space, the quality of your emotions today. How are you feeling right now on this Monday afternoon? Allow yourself to be with that. Gently attune to the quality of the mind, our thoughts. Check in with the thoughts. Try not to get frustrated at yourself for thinking. Our minds are created to think. Simply notice each thought as it comes up. Acknowledge it, think it, and let it go. Beautiful. All right, we'll begin incorporating the Dirga breath, the 3-part or complete yogic breath. A lot of you have been in my classes, and this is a staple in one of my classes, so a lot of you are familiar with this already. But if you like the little self-assist, you can place right hand on the low belly, left hand on the heart space. And we breathe in 3 parts, hence the 3-part breath. So you breathe the first third into the low belly, the second third into the ribs, and the final third into the heart space or the chest. And you exhale completely, chest, ribs, and belly. Move right back into the inhale, feeling the belly press forward, filling the palm, feeling the ribs lift, feeling the clavicle lift. Exhale completely, drawing the navel in toward the spine, releasing all of that old stagnant air, and move right back into the inhale. The Dirga breath is a beautiful grounding tool, so you can continue with this breath at your own pace. It can be helpful to imagine this breath originating from the lowest point in the belly and expanding upward to fill the entire torso. As you exhale, let go of any tension that is no longer serving you. Allow it to melt away. Continue with the Dirga breath. Today, we will be focusing on a beautiful concept. A concept that originated from the Buddhist practice, is known as the beginner's mind. So when we have this lens, have this perspective of the beginner's mind, we attempt to approach each experience as though it is new. There's a beautiful quote that I think very much encapsulates the idea of the beginner's mind, and hopefully it will resonate with you. In the beginner's mind, there are many possibilities. In the expert's mind, there are few. So continue with the Dirga breath. Allow that to resonate with you, or not. Inhaling belly, ribs, and chest. So when we think we know, when we think we are experts or masters, we often close the door to growth. So when we have this beginner's mind, this state of mind, we are in a state of openness. A state of curiosity allows us to be inquisitive. We have become very comfortable with making quick assumptions, quick judgments, putting things in boxes. So throughout today's practice, I will implore you to try to not just have one perspective. Maybe try to be at peace with not knowing. All right, we'll take one more Dirga breath. Seal that energy in. You can exhale, release the Dirga breath. We will place hands at heart center. Create your own personal intention for this practice today. It could be what I've spoken about already, our beginner's mind. It could be anything else that might resonate with you right now. Take a moment, focus on that. We'll take a nice, slow inhale to seal in that intention, whatever it is for you today. We'll exhale and release it out into the universe. The hands can relax, palm down onto the knees. All right, beautiful. We'll begin with some nice little shoulder rolls. Just open up the shoulders. So we're going to inhale. As we inhale, we're going to shift the shoulders forward and roll them up toward the ears. Exhale, melt them down the back. A couple more times. Rolling the shoulders forward as we inhale. Squeezing them up, maybe adding an audible exhale out the mouth as they melt down the back. One more time. Shifting shoulders forward. Squeezing them up. Exhale. Let it go. We're going to do the same thing, but rolling the shoulders in the opposite direction. So this time we're going to shift the shoulders back and up as we inhale. Exhale. Press them forward. Melt them down a couple more times. Shift the shoulders back, squeeze the shoulder blades together as we inhale up. Exhale, release the shoulders forward one more time. Inhaling, squeezing. Maybe noticing how this feels different. Exhale, release it out. Awesome. All right, we're gonna release the hands down, fingertips lightly down next to the hips. We're gonna take a couple nice, beautiful sun breaths, open up the shoulders a little bit more. So we're gonna inhale, flip the palms up, hands come up, out, and around. Gaze can follow the hands, fingertips touch at the top, and we exhale. Release it out. Couple more times. Inhale, create a nice, beautiful halo of energy around you. Fingertips touch at the top, and we exhale. Awesome. Last time, we're going to inhale, arms up. This time, fingertips are going to interlace at the top. We're going to bend our elbows, and the hands are going to find the back of the head. Preparing for a little bit of cat-cow. All right, awesome. So we're going to inhale, arch the low back, crack open the heart space, look up. Exhale, round the back, draw the elbows in, chin tucks toward the chest. Inhale, crack open the heart space, get nice and big, exhale, round. Beautiful, feel the shoulder blades wrap around the body. Inhale, last time, looking up, taking up space, exhale, round. Tuck the chin. We'll inhale, back to center, exhale, gently release that out. Awesome. All right, fingertips release down next to the hips. We're going to inhale the arms up one more time. As we exhale, the left hand is going to cross over and find the right knee. We're going to reach the right arm up, look up over the right shoulder, little side stretch. Nice inhale. As we exhale, the right hand is going to cross over the left, finding the left knee, and we're going to round, tucking in. We're going to inhale the left arm up. So right hand stays on the left knee, left hand reaches up toward the sky, nice little side stretch. Full inhale. As we exhale, left hand crosses over, finds the right knee, we round. Inhale the right arm up. So nice little flowing motion here. Exhale to cross and round. Right hand finds the left knee. Left arm reaches up as we inhale. Feel that beautiful stretch in the side body, the ribs expanding. Exhale, round. One more time on each side. Inhaling the right arm up. Looking up toward that right hand if that feels comfortable. Exhale to round and release. Last time on the left side. Inhaling the left arm up. Reaching up with the left fingertips. Exhale, round. We'll inhale, back up to center. Exhale, release the arms. Awesome. You can remove that blanket, pillow, anything like that underneath the sits bones. We're going to extend the legs out long. Wiggle the knees. Maybe point and flex the feet. Just feel that blood flowing downward. The legs have been tucked in for a little bit here. So letting the energy dissipate. All right, beautiful. We're going to inhale and bend our right knee, coming into our seated spinal twist. So the right knee bends, sole of the right foot plants on the outside edge of that left leg. So we're crossing the right knee over the left leg stays nice and extended. We're going to squeeze our right knee in toward our chest with our left arm. Awesome. We're going to inhale, reach the right arm up to shoulder height. As we exhale, we're going to twist to the right toward this leg. Hand comes around, finds the earth behind us. And we breathe in our twist. Maybe looking out over that right shoulder to increase the twist. If you'd like to increase the twist even further, this is beautiful right here, so just be mindful, listen to your bodies. But if you'd like a little bit more intense of a stretch, you can bend that left arm, place it on the inside of that right quad, and gently use it to twist further. Pushing into that quad with the elbow to twist deeper. And breathe here, reconnecting to that breath. How can you connect to this posture in a new way. Inhale, gently exhale, unwind, coming back towards center. Right leg extends out long. We're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. So bending the left leg, pressing it over the right sole of the left foot, plants on the outside edge of the right knee. Inhale, grow nice and tall, nice tall spine. We always want to make sure we have a nice, tall, beautiful spine before we start any twisting. Squeeze the left knee in toward the chest with the right arm this time. Inhale the left arm up to shoulder height. Exhale, twist over to the left. Left hand finds the earth. Whatever that means for you, can peek out over that left shoulder if you'd like. Imagine the twist originating from the lowest point in the belly, or in the spine, excuse me. Thinking about Dirga breath. The lowest point in the spine, moving upward to the thoracic and the cervical spine. If you'd like, you can bend that right elbow, deepen the twist. One more inhale. Exhale and gently unwind. Coming back to center, extend that left leg out long. Awesome, we're gonna bend the knees, coming into our bound angle, so the soles of the feet find each other. Ankles can be as close or as far from the torso as you'd like them to be. We'll inhale, grow nice and tall, hands can relax down onto the ankles. As we exhale, we hinge forward, leading with the heart. Leading with the heart, nice beautiful integrity. So it's not about getting your forehead to the toes. We hinge and breathe. Maybe smile. Feeling that beautiful stretch, opening up the hips. Inhale and exhale, gently rise back up to center. Awesome. We're gonna get a little bit more deeply into the hips. This is exciting. I've never done this with you guys before, so this will be fun. We're going to, well, I've done the windshield wiper knees with you before, but we're gonna layer onto that, so this will be cool. So you're gonna bend the knees, soles of the feet are going to plant on the earth about as wide as the mat. They can be wider. The wider that your feet are apart, the more you're gonna get into the hips. Hands relax, palm down behind you. We're going to inhale. As we exhale, knees drop to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, knees drop to the left. So I've done this with you before. We're gonna layer on a little bit. So enjoy this. Moving with the breath. Gently opening up the hips. And if this is as far as you want to go, that is great. If you want to layer on a little bit more, activate the arms. You can begin to lift the hips. So, next time you're at center, knees are going to drop to the right. The right hand is going to stay planted directly underneath the right shoulder. The right knee is in line with the right hip, and the right foot, the sole of the right foot, is next to the left knee. All right, so make sure you're in that alignment before we press upward, but if you'd like, you can gently press the hips up toward the sky, reach up with the left arm. Exhale to drop. Inhale back through center. Exhale, knees drop to the left. Again, check that alignment. Make sure your left knee is in line with that hip. The right knee is close to the sole of that left foot. Left hand is planted underneath the shoulder, and we press up to lift. So move at your own pace. You can simply stay with that windshield wiper motion, keeping the hips grounded on the earth, or you can lift, whatever feels best for you. Just adds a little bit of a side stretch. So take a couple more on each side, wherever you are. Both knees stay firmly planted. We're just simply lifting the hips. Take one more on each side. And then come back to center whenever you're ready. Awesome. We're going to stay in this position. To start, keeping the soles of the feet planted about as wide as the mat, we're going to inhale. As we exhale, knees drop to the right, coming into that similar position that we were in before. Hips are going to stay on the earth this time though. So that right knee is nice and in line with the hip. Left sole of the foot is by the right sole of the right foot is by the left knee. We're going to add a little twist component here. So if you'd like, we can, if it feels comfortable for you today, we're going to gently twist toward the right, coming down onto our forearms, if that feels good for us today. If not, you can always stay up on the hands. Coming into supine stag twist. Wherever you are, just breathe. Feeling that gentle twist. If this is a new posture for you, how can you be open to it? All right, beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, press into the hands to gently rise back up to center. Awesome. Knees are going to rise back up to center. Going to inhale and exhale, go to the opposite side. So knees drop to the left this time. Left knee stays in line with that left hip. Sole of that left foot is by the right knee. All right. Inhale. And exhale, gently come down, twisting over to the left, coming down onto the forearms if that feels nice for you. I'm getting nice and friendly with my chair because I don't have enough space, but that's okay. Send the breath wherever it is needed for you right now. Full inhalations and exhalations. Maybe reconnecting with that Dirga breath. Awesome. Inhale and exhale. Gently come up onto the hands. Press into the hands to come back through center. Awesome. We're going to sweep the legs to one side. Roll over the knees, coming into our first tabletop position of the day. In table, we have a nice, beautiful flat back. Wrists are stacked directly underneath shoulders, and knees are directly underneath hips. Always the option, roll up a pillow, place it underneath the knees if we have knee sensitivities coming, or you can also come up onto fists if we have any sensitivities in the wrists. All right, but if you're feeling good, we can begin doing some nice big torso circles. Inhaling as we reach out over the wrists, exhaling as the sits bones drop back toward the heels. So nice big circles in one direction. Moving with the breath. Next time the sits bones are toward the heels, switch up your circle. Moving the circle in the other way. Nice torso circles in the opposite direction. Awesome. One more nice big circle. Gently come back to center. Come back to stillness. We're going to come into puppy. So all we have to do for puppy is the hips are going to stay nice and lifted. We're simply just going to walk the arms out long, relaxing down onto the forearms. The forehead finds the earth. Beautiful alternative to either child's pose or downward dog. Either of those don't feel comfortable for us. Breathe and feel your forehead connected to the earth. Feel the pectoral muscles stretching, the chest expanding and opening. Beautiful. Release the low belly. Inhale and exhale. Gently press into the hands, coming back into our neutral table. We're going to release down onto our bellies, preparing for upward boat Urdhva Navasana. So relax down onto your belly. Take a moment. Allow the hands to release down alongside the body, fingertips, palms against the thighs. We're going to do this in parts. And then if you'd like, we're going to do upward upper half of the body and then the lower half of the body, and then we're going to combine them together. All right, so really feel your pelvic triangle pressed into the earth here. That's what we really want, those 3 points of the pelvis. So take a moment, feel that. All right, we're going to inhale. As we exhale, we're going to rise up. Only the upper half of the body, only the torso and the arms. So the torso rises, the fingertips are next to the thighs, they reach back behind you, shoulder blades are squeezing together, expanding that heart space. Imagine as if there's a ball, an orange, tucked between the chin and the chest. So you're looking slightly downward at the earth in front of you, not looking up and hyperextending that neck. Feel this half of the posture, this half of the pose. Inhale and exhale. Release it down, chin releases down onto the earth. Awesome. Now we're going to do the legs, and then we're going to add them together. So inhale, press into the pelvic triangle. As you exhale, raise only the legs. Breathe into this, pointing out through the toes. My chin likes to rise as we do this. Inhale and exhale, release it out. Awesome. And we're going to add them together for the full Urdhva Navasana, if that feels nice for you. If not, you can alternate between the upper half of the body and the lower half of the body, or just focus on one, whatever you want to do. So, if you want to do the full posture, we're going to inhale and exhale. Lift the legs, lift the hands, lift the torso, and breathe. Nice active glutes, spread the fingers wide, tuck that chin. 2 more full rounds of breath. Inhale and exhale, melts down onto the earth. Create a pillow for your head with your hands, turn your head to one side. Breathe, feel that energy that we've created just melt away. Awesome. All right, plant the hands underneath the shoulders. Press through a table to come into child's pose. Allow the knees to be wide, big toes touch. Press back into your child's pose. Sits bones reach toward the heels, arms extend long, forehead finds the earth. If the forehead can't find the earth, always the option to grab pillow, blanket, or block. Place it underneath the forehead. Also, if the sits bones, if the glutes don't reach all the way back toward the heels, you can also grab onto a blanket, place it on top of the heels, and use that as extra padding there. Wherever you are, breathe in your child's pose. Feeling the breath expand to the back body. Feeling the forehead, the third eye, resting against the earth. Inhale and exhale, press back up into our beautiful table, preparing for our down dog. Gonna tuck the toes of the back feet and lift up into our very first down dog of the day. Before you move, check in. Make sure that your fingers are suction cupped onto the mat. Creases of the elbows rotate toward each other, so the actual elbow rotates away from itself. Press the heels upward as you drive the hips. Press the hips upward as you drive the heels toward the earth. It'd be much harder to do it the other way around. All right, breathe. How can you approach this posture with an open mindset? Letting go of all judgments, all expectations. You can begin walking your dog, bending one knee and pressing the opposite heel toward the floor. Taking a couple more rounds of breath in your down dog. We'll inhale and exhale, gently walk the feet up toward the hands, coming into ragdoll. So you step, hop, or walk to the top of your mat, coming into ragdoll. Feet are underneath the hips, slight bend in the knee, and we hang. Simply hang. You can clasp opposite elbows or interlace the fingers behind the head. Maybe sway side to side. Feeling the hamstrings relax and stretch. Allowing the upper body to release the lower body. Beautiful. All right, extend the arms toward the floor if they're not there already. Bend the knees and gently roll up, taking it nice and slow. Allowing the head to come up last. Just rebuild your spine. Awesome. Once you've come all the way to a standing position, place hands at heart center. Reconnect with that personal intention as you allow the blood to flow downward. Reconnect to that beginner's mind. Can you be at peace with not knowing? Awesome. Inhale and exhale. Release it out. All right, check in with the feet. Make sure they're stacked directly underneath the hips. Nice, long, beautiful lines of energy. All right, always maintain that little slight micro bend in the knees too. All right, beautiful. We're going to inhale, sweep arms up, out, and around. Fingers are going to interlace at the top except for the index and the thumb, coming into our temple. So inhale up, exhale, melt the shoulders down the back. Create space between the shoulders and the ears. We're going to inhale and press the left hip over to the left as we reach up and over to the right. Ardha Chandrasana, standing half moon. Breathe here. Notice if you're dumping all of your weight into one leg, gently even that out. Maybe smile. Inhale. And exhale, gently rise back up to center. Awesome. Inhale. As we exhale, press into the right hip, lean up and over to the left. Beautiful. Be mindful of that shoulder. Notice if it's rolling forward, rolling back. Mine tends to roll forward. So what I like to do is I rotate the right side of my rib cage up toward the sky and look up. This allows me to lift upward toward the right. Inhale. And exhale, gently rise back up to center. You can release those hands down to the sides. Awesome. If you're not at the top of your mats, we're going to step there. So come to the tops of your mats. Inhale, sweep arms up, out, and around. Exhale, bend the knees with a flat back. We come back down to a ragdoll forward fold. We inhale and halfway lift, so hands slide up the shins, coming to the knees. Nice, beautiful, flat back. Exhale, release. Nice. We're going to plant the hands in front of the feet, stepping back into our down dog. Taking a couple rounds of breath here, nice long lines of energy. Drive the heels toward the earth. Even here, see if you can melt the shoulders away from the ears, melt the shoulders down the back. All right, I'm going to offer 2 different ways to get into our low lunge from here. So you can either come down into our neutral table and swing the right leg through, planting the sole of the feet in between the hands, or you can simply come into your low lunge from your down dog by bending the right knee, swinging and planting it through, and allowing that left knee to release down onto the earth. So whatever way you come into your low lunge on the right side, do so, taking your time. Awesome. All right. If we're ready, we're going to inhale, arms up, out and around, biceps come next to the ears. Settle into your low lunge, checking in with that knee, making sure we're at a beautiful 90-degree angle or less. You can always back off as long as we're not extending that knee out over the ankle. Always the option to keep hands on the hips too if shoulders are feeling a little tight today. Awesome. Breathe here, driving that right hip forward, expanding the chest open, fingers spread nice and wide. Inhale and exhale. Release the hands down. Fingers are going to interlace behind you. And we're going to simply hinge back a little bit at the hips. Nice, strong core to prevent pinching in the low back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale and exhale. Release that out. Hands can come to the knee or to the hips. We're going to press up into our warrior one. So hands can come to the hips. We're going to tuck the toes of the back feet, lifting up into our beautiful warrior ones. You can keep that right leg straight as you check in with your foundations. Make sure there's a little bit of distance between the feet. All toes are facing the short edge of the mat. Hips are square toward the short edge of the mat as well. All right. Back left heel can be lifted or down, whatever feels best for you. A lot of people teach warrior one differently. So if we feel nice and steady in our foundations, we can inhale, reach arms up, out, and around, and exhale, bend into that right leg. Nice, beautiful 90-degree angle here as well. Knee tracks directly over that ankle. Breathe here. Expanding the heart space open, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Drive out through that back left heel. Inhale. And exhale, we're gently going to open up to the left. So I'm going to flip. So make sure I'm facing you guys. So we're going to, almost lost my balance there. We're going to open our hips up to the left. Left heel rotates and finds the earth. Coming into our beautiful strong warrior twos. Right leg can straighten for now. Give ourselves a little bit of a break. So check in with your foundations. The right foot should have stayed basically where it was. Toes of that foot facing the long edge. Toes of that back left foot either facing the long edge of the mat or rotated about 45 degrees. That front heel is in line with either the arch or the back heel of that back left foot. Hips open up out to the side. Knees, right knee stays in line with the ankle and the right hip. If we're ready, we can inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend into that front leg. Breathing here. Pressing out through the outer edge of that left foot. As you inhale, draw energy up from your strong foundations. Exhale and settle. You can look out over your right fingertips if you'd like. You could keep the palms down facing the earth if you'd like to stay grounded. If you'd like to receive energy from the universe, you can flip the palms out. Beautiful, strong warrior twos. Inhale and exhale. Release the hands, straighten that front right leg. We're going to rotate our hips toward that front standing leg. Our right leg lift off of the heel, coming onto the ball of the feet of the foot of the left foot. So step that left foot in a couple inches, preparing for a warrior three, which is a balancing posture. So if you feel more comfortable, feel free to grab a chair, move closer to a wall, as we are going to be moving into our beautiful warrior threes, our balancing postures. So hips are square toward the front of the room. We're going to begin, hands are going to release down onto the hips. We're just going to shift our weight forward into that standing right leg by tapping the toes of the left foot a couple times. And if this is as far as you'd like to go, just practicing this, shifting your weight, then that's great. If you'd like to come all the way into dancer, We're going to completely shift our weight onto our right leg, keeping our hips square toward the earth. We're going to lift our left leg up toward the sky, pointing that foot, and reach the arms up next to the ears. Find a drishti, a point of focus, a fixated point on the wall or the floor to stare at. Make all adjustments and balance in the feet and the ankles, not big motions in the hands. Inhale and exhale, stay connected to that breath. Slight bend in that standing leg. If you feel yourself starting to fall like I just did, you just simply release that left leg down. Awesome, and if you fall, you smile at yourself. Awesome, one more round of breath wherever we are in our beautiful warrior threes. Fingertips spread nice and wide. Inhale and exhale, release that left leg down. Awesome. Walk to the tops of your mats. Take a moment. Hands at heart center, close the eyes. Feel how grounded your right foot is. Inhale and exhale, release it out. Awesome. Take a quick sip of water. Because it's hard to do dancer and instruct at the same time. Awesome, so we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. Coming to the tops of our mats. These beautiful Tadasanas. We're going to inhale, sweep arms up, out and around. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, hands slide up the shins to the knees, nice flat back. Exhale, release, hands plant down in front of the feet, and we step back into our down dog, taking a couple rounds of breath here. Inhale and exhale. Find your way into your low lunge on the left side. So bend the left leg and swing it through, or come into your table and then swing the left leg through whatever way you need to get into your low lunge on the left side. Right knee is on the earth. Settle into your low lunge, checking in with that left knee. Drive the left hip forward as we inhale. Reach arms up, out, and around. Inhale and exhale. Melt the shoulders down the back. Nice strong cores, nice beautiful length in the side body as we reach up. Inhale and exhale. Hands release behind us, interlacing behind us for that nice gentle little arch. So we arch back, we hinge back. Shoulder blades squeeze together, cracking up in the right space. Strong cores. Inhale and exhale, gently rise up to center. Hands can find the hips or the knee. We're going to tuck the toes of the back right feet, pressing up into our beautiful Warrior One foundations. Check in. Make sure your foundations are good, nice and steady. If you feel good, hips are square. Back right heel lifted or down. If you feel good where you are, you can inhale the arms up, exhale, bend into that front leg. Breathing wherever you are. Can you let go of your expectations about this posture? Can you experience it in a new way? Notice if you're gripping your toes of the left feet really hard. Let those release out. Inhale and exhale. Open up to the right, coming into our beautiful Warrior Twos. Check in with your feet before you bend into that left leg. Making sure the toes of the right foot are facing the long edge or 45 degrees. Making sure we're in a nice, beautiful line here. Hips open up to the right. We're going to inhale, arms up to shoulder height. Exhale, bend into that left leg. Breathing. Option to flip the palms up if you'd like to receive energy, or you can keep them down if you'd like to stay nice and grounded. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. All right, inhale, exhale, release the hands, straighten that front leg. We're gonna rotate our hips toward that left leg, coming onto the ball of the right foot, lifting up the heel. And if we'd like, preparing for our warrior threes. We were just in warrior twos. So preparing for our warrior threes by gently tapping the toes, hands can stay on the hips, tapping the toes of the right foot. If you'd like to come all the way, we lift the right foot up toward the sky. Keep the hips square, so rotate the outside edge of that right hip down toward the earth, pointing out through those right toes, finding your drishti. Slight bend in that standing leg. Tip the torso forward to help you lift up through that right leg. Take a couple more rounds of breath, finding your drishti, that point of focus. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, release that right leg down. Step to the tops of your mats and breathe. Feel your feet, feel your legs. Notice the quality of your heart space and the mind. Notice how they may have shifted from when we first began our practice, not even an hour ago. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to step to the tops of our mats one last time. Inhale the arms up, out, and around. Bend the knees, swan dive down. Nice flat back, hands plant. Step back into your last down dog of the day. Taking a full round of breath here, inhale and exhale. Gently come down into your child's pose, knees as wide as the mat, big toes touch. Press the hips back toward the heels. Release down into your child's pose, whatever that looks like for you. And breathe. Allow yourself to melt into the floor. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, press into the hands, come into our neutral table. Swing the legs to one side and find your seat. However it looks for you, just gently find your way onto your back. Preparing for our Shavasana. If you'd like, you can squeeze the knees in toward the chest. Rock side to side. Massage and release the low back. Beautiful. All right. If you'd like, you can come into happy baby, so bending the knees, grabbing onto big toes, drawing the knees in toward the armpits. You can extend one leg long if you'd like, extend the other leg long. Stretch both legs long. You rock side to side even here. Beautiful. I'm going to flip myself around so I'm being mindful of time. Awesome. Great. All right, give yourself a nice big hug. Squeeze those knees in one more time. Inhale and exhale. Extend the left leg long. Take a full round of breath in your wind relief posture, maybe rotating the ankle. You rotate the ankle, make sure you do it in both directions, maybe pointing and flexing that foot. Inhale and exhale. Lift the left leg toward the sky, pressing through, the right leg. Press through that right heel. Take a moment, rotate out that ankle. Inhale and exhale. Hug the right knee in. Inhale. As you exhale, extend the right leg long and trade for your left. So squeezing the left knee in. Pointing and flexing that foot, rolling out that ankle. Saying thank you to your feet. We'll inhale. And exhale. Left leg reaches up long. Press through that left heel. Pointing and flexing. Moving all that synovial fluid in the joints. Inhale. And exhale. Press through the heel. Gently releasing it down to the earth. Awesome. You did it. You made it. Shavasana. So if you'd like, you can grab a blanket or pillow, anything really nice to put it on the low belly. Make yourself feel nice and grounded. If you have low back problems, you can always roll up a towel, place it underneath the knees, or simply bend the knees. Allow the soles of the feet to find the earth. That can be really nice for releasing the low back. So relax into the earth. Maybe take a couple dirga breaths to reconnect to the space, to yourself. You can close the eyes or have a soft gaze. When you feel ready, you can release all focus on the breath. Returning to your normal, natural rhythm of breathing. Feel your bones relaxing into the earth. Grounding and releasing. Feel your muscles melting away from each of the bones that they're connected to. Be mindful of your thoughts. As I said earlier, we are supposed to think. Our minds are made to think. So if anything grabs your attention, pulls your attention away from the here and now, simply acknowledge, thank it, and let it go. Coming back to this space, to your body, relaxed in the here and the now. You can gently shift your attention to the feet, the bottom of the feet. Any sensations you feel there. Feel the tops of your feet. Notice your ankles. Notice your shins. The muscle of your calves. Feel your knees. And the space behind them. Notice the quads. feel them relaxed and released. Notice the hips, the gentle arch in the low back. Feel your ribs. The gentle lift and release with each breath. Notice the throat. How open and spacious this feels. Feel your head relaxed and heavy against the earth. And last but certainly not least, notice the muscles of your face. The forehead, the eyelids, the jaw. Allow the tongue to relax onto the bed of the mouth. Allow yourself to be here, present in this space. Only when you feel complete, please feel free to take as much time as you need. You can begin incorporating a little bit of motion, maybe swallow. Maybe take a couple nice deep breaths. Gently allow yourself to come back into this space. Wiggle fingers and toes. Take a nice big stretch. I almost just knocked over my water. Stretching. However you need to come into this space, being mindful of anything you might tip over around you like I almost just did. Only when you feel ready, when you feel complete, you can roll over onto one side, hugging the knees in toward the chest, taking a full round of breath on whatever side is calling you. When you feel ready, you can press into that hand to gently come back up into a seated position. And I'm going to scooch closer so I can see all your pretty faces. All right, my dears, we will close out our practice. Take your time. If you feel the need to stay in Shavasana, feel free to do that. But if you're ready, we will close out our practice by placing our hands together at heart center, and we bow. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in each and every one of you. Thank you all so very much for joining me today.